Hi guys. Okay, let me invite a couple friends and then I'll start. If it lets me. What is it doing? Okay, I guess I'll just stand here and not invite friends because it hates me. Are you on? Okay. Am I on? Can I please invite someone, please? Okay, there we go. See, I just had to ask it nicely. All right. So let me invite some friends and then I'll get started. Have to invite my grandma. Let's see who is on. So I don't have to talk to myself. If you're on, say hey. If you're catching the replay, I'm so sorry. This is probably like the most boring part ever, but just comment replay so I know you watched it later. Okay, that's probably enough. I haven't been live and done my makeup in so long, so I want to invite a couple of my newer customers who might not have seen me ever hack before. Okay. Hey Ash. Hey Alex. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just rinsed my face. I'm just gonna quick do my makeup and then I'm gonna jump over to Instagram and do my hair tutorial. And here comes Maddie. I swear every time she hears my voice she's like, must go find out who she's talking to.
Mom.
Yes.
Yesterday you said I could do save makeup tomorrow for my makeup video.
Okay, when I'm done.
When you're done with yours,
I watched
when you're done with yours, I'll do mine.
I watched it last night, Ashley. I still have like 30 minutes on the second episode. Huh?
Can I wait in your bed?
Yeah, but it's gonna be a little bit. Hey Nahal. Okay, so first I'm gonna start with this essential serum. Go get your iPad or your tablet or something because you're gonna be bored. She wants to watch me. So I love this. I got it in my Ipsy like forever ago. I'm not really sure where you can get it, but it's basically amazing for your skin, and it really is like a serum, which just means that it's like a super concentrated, so you don't need a lot. But I like to start with this. I'm just gonna do honestly like 3 drops, if that, for my whole face. This gives me kind of like that dewy glow, even though I like to set my makeup with a powder. And then also it basically encourages skin cell production. So where I have like breakouts and stuff, I'll concentrate it there, because what it does is it encourages this cells to produce new skin cells.
Can I do the same video as you and not be 10 lines?
And so like on my nose, on blemishes, on my chin, and basically it keeps the skin soft. So while I have my makeup on, this is under my makeup, like working to produce new skin cells. And what else does it say on it? It's plant-based, blah, blah, blah. All skin types. It also has anti-aging benefits. You can use it morning and night, and also on your neck. But I really just like to use it before my makeup. So then I'm going to use my Stay Spray. So I just shake that up. It smells like vanilla and coconut. It's a setting spray. I also use it as a primer because it gives my skin something between just my skin and the foundation. So it's not tacky and it's not like sticky, but it provides like a little bit of texture to hold my makeup on better. And I just cleaned all my brushes today. Look how freaking nice. So I'm gonna use my 30-second hack. And basically what I did, normally when I do my makeup live, it's everywhere and it's kind of a hot mess and I'm like digging through palettes. But today I wanted to show y'all what it would look like if I were to make like my perfect palette for myself. So if I were to build myself a palette, if I color match you, I pretty much always, hey Kylie, I pretty much always will match you with a mini double decker just to give you options. And then we have other sizes like the quad, so if you want to start out more basic, you can pick 4 colors and stick them in here. But I like this one because it holds 12. So there's a mirror up top, and then I've got my highlights here, 2 contours with Bella bronzer, and then on the bottom I have 2 blushes, 2 illuminators, and then I could have 4 eyeshadows, but I left this one empty. Don't know why, mom brain. So that would kind of be like my perfect palette. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and start. I've been using this round side instead of this pointy side for my all over highlight. And I like to start with my darker color. So this one is Wheat, and I've been using that. So I just barely tapped into it, and it's enough to do this whole bottom section on the side of my face. So this whole top part would last me like probably 5 to 6 months, especially because I have 3 highlights. Really, you only need 1 or 2. But I like a brightening color, and I just started using Wheat just this week, and I'm obsessed with it. At least for the bottom part of my face, it like perfectly matches this tan that I have going on, but then I can use my brighter, lighter colors for the top part of my face to brighten up my eyes. So I just barely tap into it. And it's a cream formula, so if you're used to wearing a liquid, it is going to feel so different and probably really nice on your skin, because whenever you rub a liquid on your face, it almost feels like a lotion or a moisturizer. You can feel that liquid like sinking into your pores, sinking into your skin. Your skin is absorbing it. That doesn't happen with a cream. So with the cream, it sits on the surface. It doesn't soak into your pores. So the cream foundation is really just the vessel of putting on your makeup, and then if you want it to be dewy, you can make it dewy with a primer. If you want it to be matte, you can make it matte with a powder. The vessel is the cream foundation, and then you make it the way that you want it. So you don't have to go out and buy a liquid mattifying foundation. This is your foundation, and then you make it dewy or matte or whatever you prefer, which I think is really cool. Now I'm gonna step up and go to Amber. I think that's really cool because some days, if I'm going to the beach, I want like a super natural, glowy, dewy look. Well, if I'm going on a date or out to somewhere nice, or if I want my makeup to last for a long time, I'll set it with powder and make it more matte. So I get to pick what I want without having to buy a brand new like $40 bottle of makeup. So then I just use this Amber around my nose. So you'll have to use more of a darker color toward the center of your face right here, because when you go out in the sun, obviously the sun is going to first hit those parts of your face. So they're more tanned, they might have more redness. So they're gonna require a little bit of a deeper highlight. Whereas right here on the sunken parts of your face, even like your lower chin, they're more sunken in. So to bring them out and to highlight them, we're gonna use our lightest color. So that's where I use this pointy part, because it's like perfect for under my eyes. And I just tap into that aura.
I'm going to put my things in the sink.
What?
I'm going to put both of my things in the sink.
Okay. And I use that aura as a concealer and also as my under eye highlight. And I'm not swiping, so this part of your skin is so fragile.
Mom,
It's the thinnest part of your face. So if you're constantly pulling it, it's gonna create a lot of wrinkles. I like the purple one. So be careful around your eye. That's why I like this pointy part too, because you can really dab it onto your skin.
Okay.
No, the light purple one. And then I'll just kind of brush that along my eyelid as kind of like an eyeshadow primer.
The one with the eyes closed?
So I've left this area closed up here because that's for my contour, and then I've left this area. Maddie, yes. And then I've left this area open right here because that's where my contour is going to go. So there's no point in putting 2 layers of makeup. So again, I'm just going to barely tap. That's literally all I need. And then I can just dab in a pie piece, a triangle, whatever you want to call it. Don't make the mistake of just putting your highlight right under your eye. You really want to drag it down to the side of your nose, almost work it into these smile lines, and then up all the way to your temple so that it's in that pie piece. And that's what really pulls out the center of your face. If you're just applying it under your eye, then people are just going to focus on the circles around your eyes instead of your whole center of your face. So then whatever's left over, I'll brighten up the center of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and my forehead. So I've got my highlight on. It's 3 colors. I could have gotten away with doing amber, this middle color everywhere. If I was matching myself, I would probably match myself with amber and aura, but I really like that 3-dimensional makeup to have all the colors that my face needs. So then I'll just pick one of my contours. So this one is olive. It's a little bit warmer than ash. Ash is a super cool tone. So I think I'm going to use that one today because I haven't in a while. And I like to put that on with this brush. This is my detail hack. So I'm just going to brush it through my ash contour. And that is going to go around the forehead. Hey guys, if you're watching, you can talk to me so I don't have to talk to myself. I haven't done my face on here in so long that I want it to be like an actual helpful, resourceful video, but I don't want to talk to myself.
I was saying hi to him.
So I've got that around my forehead. So what I did was I just applied it just with the side. You can see where the product is on my brush. It's just on that side right there. And then I'll turn it around and blend into my hairline and down just a little bit on my forehead. And that is like the best way to work that contour into the highlight without over blending and also keeping the product right where you want it. So you can see how it blends into my hairline and also down into my... Don't bring up olive and ash. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I cannot believe that. I feel so bad. You can have mine, but that might be kind of gross because I've been using them for like a year. So then I'm going to do the same thing right here where I left this part open. You can feel where your cheekbone is, and then I just lightly drag it under my cheek right there to lift my cheeks just a little bit. You can see how this side still looks flat. This side is like super fluffy. Girlfriend has a cheek going on. So I just apply it where I want it and then I blend. And you also want them to connect. So your forehead, you want your forehead to connect to your cheek contour. And then that is when I turn it flat and get the blendy blend. You always want to blend it up because if you blend it down, you're going to give yourself a 5 o'clock shadow. So we're going to blend it up. And I don't want to blend it so much to where I'm undoing all of that hard work that I've just done. Because I can go back in with this brush and kind of clean it up a little. This is the one that I put my highlight on with. I can just go back with this one and clean it up. And then I'm also going to blend at the very end with my perfector, and that's going to smooth it out too. So I don't have to do all the blending with my brush. And then whatever's left over, that is what I drag on my jawline. So you can already see the difference. This cheek looks fluffy, it's brought out, the side of my face is lifted, and this side still looks very flat. So I'm just going to do the same thing. You need very little product. I think since I've been an artist, this is the only ash that I've ever had. So for 14 bucks, for like what, 18 months? It's pretty amazing. So you can feel where your cheekbone is and you want to go slightly under it, or you can suck in and make a fish face. And the hollows of your cheek is where you want that contour to go. Is everyone busy today, or am I just that boring? I invited some friends, but let's just pretend like they're busy. So then I'm just going to blend it up and then run the excess along my jaw and down into my neck. So now it's all blended out. And I'll just clean it up. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a little bit of nose contour. If you contour your nose, you just want to run a little bit of contour down the sides of your nose, nothing too crazy. And you want to use a cool tone. So you don't want to use a warm contour on your nose because you might just look brown or dirty or like your nose is the wrong color. A cool tone reflects a shadow, and that's what you want on your nose. Your nose isn't really sun-kissed, just on the sides. So you want to use like shadow contour, ash contour, something with a very cool tone. I wouldn't recommend like stone on your nose because those shadows should look really natural. I can't lift you up. Here.
Hi.
Okay. So there's that. Oh. Okay. Hopefully that's good. Please don't fall. Alright. So into the blush, I have Hollywood right here, which is a beautiful summer color that I'm still using. It's like a really soft pink with gold flakes in it. And the nude is my favorite for my lips. So I'll show you how I kind of use both of them. And I just use the round side of my 32nd. So I'm going to dip into that Hollywood. It's a matte blush, but it goes on really nicely. So I just softly start at the apple of my cheek. And then I run it all the way up to my temple. And with the gold flakes in it, it's so pretty because whenever you go out into the sun, I don't even have illuminator on and I could still go out in the sun and the blush would like cause my face to kind of glow because it has these little speckles of gold. So I'm just going to apply that. I don't want to put it too far up or too far near my nose because I work so hard to brighten that area. So I'm just going to focus on the back half of my, the apple of my cheek and then work it up to my temple. So that when you smile, you can still see it from the front, but you can also see it from the side. So we've got that blush on there. Then for my lips, I'm going to use this nude blush and line my lips. This is like my favorite thing ever because it gives my lips just a little something extra without being too much. Alex, you're my girl on here. Where is everybody? All right. Line that top lip so it looks like I actually have lips. All right. Down in there. If you get crazy with it, it's fine. It's a cream. Creams move, creams blend. It's gonna be fine. I can literally make anything happen with this brush because this side is so tiny. I use it for my brows. And I use this side for my lips. Or like when I go to weddings or like something super fancy, I'll even contour my nose with this brush because it is just like this brush is amazing. So then I'm just gonna dip my finger into my Hollywood, which is the same color I put on my cheeks, and I'm just going to tap that into my lip. The reason that I don't like using a brush on my lip is because it changes the texture of my lip, and I want my lips to look very natural. The only thing I'm changing is the color. I don't want to change, hey Julia, I don't want to change the texture of my lips. I don't want them to be super glossy or super matte, and by just tapping my finger, I have the same texture of my lip and it looks more natural.
Mom, you're the best.
Thank you. I think you're the best. But all it does is add the color.
I'll do the beautiful Let's Make a video as well.
Like, I would rather have a super simple face and do my lips and eyebrows extra, because that's pretty much just how I roll. So then I'll go back in and I'll dip into that nude, and I'm gonna go a little bit onto the lip. Bam, done. We're just gonna keep it like that. All right, so let's do some illuminator. I have Pearl right here and Rose Gold. I love, love, love Pearl. She is super shiny and super bright. And then I have my girl Rose Gold.
Aren't you gonna put on eyeshadow today?
Yeah, in a second. This one is Rose Gold, which is like a more of a tanned skin glowy illuminator, so I like that one, especially if I do something like Hollywood blush, since it has the gold flakes in it already. I don't need a super pop-in illuminator for when I go outside. I just want a more calm illuminator, and with a tan, this Rose Gold is perfect. And then I'll do a little bit under my brow. And we're good. So that's my whole face, like my highlight, contour, concealer, blush, illuminator, and we have options. Hey Kaylee. So now I'm gonna go spray my face again. So I primed my face with this, applied all of my cream. So all of my cream should be on at this point. And then I go back in and spray with the setting spray. And I pretty much go to town because it smells like a freaking pina colada, and it just blocks everything into place. It gives you like this super dewy, glowy look. I cleaned my freaking perfector with Restore before this video, and look at it. It is like so clean and pink. So anyway, I just dab this all over just to blend everything out.
Can I smell that spray?
Yep. I don't have a lot of product on. My face is not sticky. There's no texture. So I'm not super blending.
That's so good.
See how that contour looks so aggressive when I put it on? And then when you blend it with the blush and with the perfector, it just, hey Nikki, it evens it all out. Okay, so now where I'm gonna set with a tiny touch of powder. I've never used this one before. My friend Emily recommended it. It's only $6 at Walmart, and it's the Maybelline Fit Me. The one thing I'm not sure about it, it has like 8 or 9 different shades. So I got the light. Normally in a setting powder, it's like translucent, beige, or dark. There's 3 choices. And so this one you have to get more of like your skin tone. So I'm not sure if this is the right color, but we're gonna try it. And also I can't really dip my perfector in it to bake with it, unless I figure out like how to open it more, because it has those little holes in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn it over into the lid and tap some out, because I do like to bake under my eyes. Or maybe I can shake it. I've never used this. I just opened it before this video. So if you use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, let his sister know. Okay, so I just dumped it a little bit into the lid, and then I take my perfector. Never use this, please don't let me down. And I really like to bake under my eyes because that is the one part that I get oily and I touch my face and it drives me insane. So I'm gonna do that whole triangle piece, and I'm not dusting it with a brush because that can move the cream around. I'm just pressing it in with my perfector. You guys, if I wasn't talking, I would be done with my whole face by now, but I haven't done a video in so long. I thought this would be more useful to actually come on and explain what I do every day. Okay, so another area that I get oily is my forehead and around my smile lines. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it. I barely even use like half that powder, so I kind of wasted a little bit. I'm gonna have to figure out how to open that. So I'm not even gonna go back through and use a brush. I'm just going to really pack that powder into those areas. So if you want a matte look or you're oily, this is what I would use. And so far I really like it. It feels really loose and like velvety, whereas usually I use the Airspun powder and it is a little bit thicker. It's not as soft.
I said how many minutes you have to do it next?
Probably like 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna put a touch more blush on. I feel like I always have to do that after I powder. So I used to set my contour with a bronzing powder, but now I just use my Bella bronzer, which is right here, and she's so beautiful. And I have been using this side of my B squared brush to put her on instead of my perfector, and Mom, it is amazing. Mom, so dip that into
did we have
the
fun
Bella.
with this in the car before I went in school?
Hey Kate, and just kind of, how's the hurricane? And just kind of put her, we're just gonna warm up the face a little bit. The chin area, the nose area. Nothing too crazy today. All right. So I'm just gonna call that it. I'm gonna do something with these eyes because this is my perfect palette, and these are some of my favorite eyeshadows. So I'm going to brush out my brows. If you don't have this brush for your brows, girlfriend, you need it. So they're all magnetic, so I'm gonna pop out this Oak eyeshadow and just hold it up top because I need a mirror to do my brows.
How about this one?
And I'm gonna use this teeny tiny side of my multitasker instead of my actual eyebrow brush today because this thing is so amazing. I can get such a natural
there's one right there.
Looking brow. I know, but I'm facing this way. I can get such a natural looking brow, and it actually looks like hair strokes. It's amazing. So if I'm spending more time, I'll use this brush because obviously it's tiny and I can get a little bit more of a defined chiseled brow.
Is that a water rinsing?
But if I'm in a hurry, then I'll do my whole brow with the actual brow brush because I can get my whole brow on in like literally 3 seconds. With like one swipe, my whole brow's on. Maddie, you are everywhere.
What? I'm your speedy.
So this one's definitely
What? I'm your speedy.
my brush of choice
What? I'm your speedy girl.
because it just gives me those natural brows. But it does take a hot second longer. So I really do the middle portion first, and then down into my tail, and then I work up to the front, and I use whatever's left over on my brush to get these natural hair strokes going. Maddie, stop. Unless you want to make my bed all by yourself, stop. So I just use the leftover that's on my brush for these natural hair wispies, because does that not look like freaking hair wispies? Like, I just drew that. It's freaking amazing. So if you want a chiseled, beautiful brow, this is your brush. And also, using 2 shadows is better than 1. So I'm gonna have to dip into my girl Salem. It's the darkest eyeshadow, but if I want things to happen with the tail, I have to use her. So I define the tail with her, and then just work her up into the brow.
Mom, I can turn into a ball, see?
And then I brush
I can turn into
up
a ball,
and
see?
out. You guys, is that not a brow? Like, that is a brow. I'm not even making a facial expression. It's just doing that. Okay, so
Who said
I really
that?
like this side too.
Who said
Of
that?
my actual brow brush, and it's angled, which is nice, and I can do my brows super fast. But obviously, it's a lot thicker. I have stuff everywhere. Obviously, it's a lot thicker than this tiny
Mom,
side,
how do you know what
so you can
they
see
say?
how much more precise
How
I
do you
can
know
get.
what they say?
Well, because I can read it, baby. Okay, I feel like y'all are tilted. So let's go into this side. Y'all are probably so bored of me, and when I say y'all, I mean Alex, because she's the only person that's hanging around. Okay. So let's just do things. This is my bad brow, so if she starts acting up, please don't let me down. I really like to get this middle part down and worked into the tail, so I can see where the tail starts up here and then bring it down. So I like to be able to see the top and then work the tail. And we're just gonna get those natural front wispies going. Things are happening.
Mom,
Yes.
I like this eyeshadow you have.
Do you?
Yeah, I like this one and this one.
You're an
I like,
eyeshadow girl for sure.
I like all the glitter we have. Why?
I know. You're my glitter girl.
Yeah, because
Alright, so that is just oak. So you can see the difference in just oak, and then using that Salem to really like define the tail.
How many minutes are left till it's done?
Maddie, I don't know. So I'm gonna dip
4?
into that Salem.
4?
Yeah. And define that tail just a little bit more. And we're good. Just brush it out. So brushing it just evens out those hairs, and it really sets them into the powder. And then also, if I were to put too much shadow in one part, it would completely even it out and pick up the excess product. So let's do some eyeshadow. I'm just gonna use some colors that I have in here. So let's use some of this. What are you? Basic or Bubba? This one's basic. It's like my everyday, literally basic eyeshadow. It's just a matte neutral brown, and I like to work that one into my crease because we are not going to do anything crazy today. If you just want an everyday eye, then basic is your girl because she will give you definition without being crazy. And I don't like to put shimmer shades in my crease. So this is like the perfect crease color because it's so neutral and it's matte. And I work it into that crease in circle motions and then my outer corner.
What a few minutes left.
So that's just with one color on, like that's so easy.
3 minutes left.
I think this one's still available on the website for only $8. So if you want a super simple everyday eye.
There's 3 minutes left. Is there?
That one's Bird. Where's Bubba? Alex, there is one named Bubba and it is so flippin' cute.
Which one is Bubba?
I'm trying to find it. It's basically the exact same thing as I'm using. Maybe like a tad bit darker, but it's a neutral matte brown and it's so pretty. I don't know where mine is.
My dress?
So then I'm going to use a sparkle shade. I'm going to use...
Can you wash my dress after my makeup?
Yeah,
video?
hold on.
Oh,
I'm going to use this one, Bright Eyes.
Here you go.
It's a beautiful, like, golden brown sunset color, but with shimmer. Okay, I need a mirror. And I'm just going to place that on my lid. To give my lid a little pop of shimmer and color, and then blend in the crease. So flippin' simple, you guys. I really like to pack it in with this dense side of the brush, and then all you have to do is flip the brush over. And blend.
Mom,
Yes.
my makeup video is longer than yours.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
So that gives my eyes some shimmer, some definition, a little bit of extra something something. And then in the center of my eye, that's where I like to highlight.
My makeup video will be done when Bana's away.
So right here is where I like to use a super highlighted color. So let's use some, I'm just going to use Pup. It's a really pretty, it's right here. I wonder if I can show you. It's like a gray, matte, pretty shade. Okay, so I'm just going to tap that because I don't want to use a shimmer since I used a shimmer out here. So since this one is matte, I'm just going to place that in the inner corner.
Mom,
It's nice and light and bright
I got it.
and doesn't counteract the shimmer that I just put on.
So T and B. Like,
So Pup, Bright Eyes, Basic, and that's basically it. I'm going to take a little bit of that Pup and drag it on my lower lash line to blend everything together. Smoke it out. Hey, Paige. And we're good. All I need is mascara. This is my favorite. You can get it at Sephora or Tarte.com. It's just the Tarte's
I have mascara
Tarte Light
too.
Camera Lashes.
I have mascara too.
I know you do. Oh, you know what? I packed all of your makeup. It's already in a box.
Aw, where is it? I need you to get the box out.
I'll give you some makeup to use. Just hold on.
I need all of my makeup.
It's so creamy.
I need all of my makeup.
And lengthens. Hold on, Mad. Lengthens your lashes like nobody's business. So I have to be super careful when I apply it, or all my lashes get stuck together.
Twilight.
But one thing that I do like about this one is it doesn't dry super fast. So I'm not feeling like I'm in a hurry to get it applied.
Mom.
And like move my lashes exactly where I want them because it's gonna dry. Like, you have time. You know what I mean? It doesn't dry super fast. But it also doesn't transfer to my under eye or my eyelid. Thank you. There are a few things that fit me comfortably. So after I pick Maddie up from school, which I basically do in like pajamas, I come home and put on a stretchy dress. Josh is like, well, you're looking fancy out. You guys, did that just happen? And I'm like, yeah, well, it's all that fits. What? You're driving me insane.
And my makeup video is the dress up as
Okay, I just put that. I just told y'all that it doesn't transfer, and then I got it in my
my
eye.
makeup video is the dress up as Twilight. With
So
my
I'm gonna have to fix it.
with my Sophia costume.
Really?
Yeah, the dress up as Twilight Sparkle.
I feel like the pressure
But
of
we don't
putting
need my
mascara on a video just got to me. Okay, so I didn't use this brush for anything. So I'm literally gonna lick it. And get this off.
Mom, I'm pretending this is
And
the
now
best.
I'm gonna have to take some
I'm
freaking
pretending this is the best day.
highlight.
I did 2 more minutes. I did 2 more minutes.
What?
I did 2 more minutes, then it's done.
Okay. Anyone else lick their mascara off or just me? Okay, anyways. So that's good.
Now can I hear you and see you?
Because it's on a video.
Oh.
Alright, people, we're done. I probably took way too long. I don't even want to know how long I've been on here, but it's fine. Alex, you deserve something just for watching this video
The video
and staying
over.
with me.
Did the video over yet?
And we are done. That is pretty much it. So if I was building my perfect palette, it would be this beautiful mini double decker. My highlight contour bronzer on top, blush illuminator and eyeshadows on the bottom.
You need me to hold something for you?
And there's also a quad. And then my huge double decker, and there's a smaller size and then like a more medium size, obviously. I think there's 5
And the
different
bigger
sizes.
size.
Yeah. So anyway, this is it. I'm hopping over to Instagram right now to do a live hair braid, and I'm so freaking nervous. Like, you guys are my people. Instagram isn't really my people, but it's fine. I'm gonna try it and see how it goes. So if you're bored, come watch me braid some hair on Instagram and talk to me because I'm so nervous. So anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for watching.